Welcome to the Jay and Dave Show. This is usually where Jay says, "Ah!" But today I don't know what's going on. He's just trying to look cute. Was that thing felt cute? Might delete later or whatever. People always type that.
No,
they post stuff and
no.
Like girls will do it because they'll post something with just in their bra, and they're just like felt cute. Might delete later. It's just like a saying that young people just say in their Instagram stuff.
That's a saying that ugly girls say. And then they realize how ugly they look.
It's like a feeler. It's like a feeler post to see if anybody's like, "Nah, man, you look great. You look great."
That's what it is.
And if nobody says it, they just delete.
Yes,
they're fishing. Like it's like
that's what it is.
Fishing for compliments and stuff.
Am I ugly? Yes. Because if you gotta ask if you're ugly, you're ugly. Because if you ain't ugly, you ain't asking, "Am I ugly?" You're gonna be like, "Yo, I look good." You know what I mean?
Yo, welcome to the Jay and Dave Show. We're still here.
We ain't going nowhere. Except for Buffy's Getting United. Going nowhere. We can't get stopped now. Because we're fat boys for life. Not no smooth criminals.
Talking about finishing off the rails. Yeah, this is a good opening.
Oh yes.
What do we say?
Back on brand.
We're supposed to say all the YouTube stuff.
We're back on brand.
Remember, drop your boys a big old like.
Yep.
I hear that you guys should watch the show as long as possible, and before you click off of it, that's when you should like. Not just open it and like it. I hear something about the algorithm.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Some guy was telling me something, and it kind of made sense, but I wasn't sure if he was telling the truth or if he was full of tutu or whatever. But it sounded good. He's like people who comment in the middle.
Yeah.
It goes good for the video. People who watch as long as they can or to the end and like it at the end, it does something.
Right.
And then people who double tap the screen for it to fast forward, it does something not good for the creators. But if you touch the bottom and just scroll along to the point where you want to see, if you've already watched 20 minutes of it, you've come out and you come back in to watch the next 20 minutes, just scroll the bottom part to the right spot.
Gotcha.
And that is good for the creator as opposed to just tapping and fast forwarding through. Something like that. Anyway, this is what I was told. Anyway, but all that aside, just like and comment and do all this stuff. We'll take the like.
Meh.
Yeah, we'll take the like no matter when you want to like.
Meh.
Like at the front, like at the end. Just like it. Share it with your people. Hit the bell so you'll never miss anything. There's videos that come up every 2-3 days, right? So
at least.
Yeah, and then we mix in the odd short here and there, which do well. Anyhow, do all those things. And as always, buy some Jay and Dave merch.
That's right.
You wanna help support the channel?
Go to
bigtings.com. BIGTINGZ.com.
What?
A couple people have gotten that mixed up. That's why I always say BIGTINGZ. Because people put big things.
No, ting, man.
Yeah, they spell it with an H and then the Z. Or it's BIGTINGZ.
It's like the drink.
.com.
You ever had ting?
Ting. Yeah. The fucking.
It's like grapefruit.
You can't
citrus.
You can't go to a Jamaican store or a Caribbean store and get something and not get a ting.
Yeah.
Ting is a good fucking thing to drink after you drink a thing of hard rum or strong rum.
Oh yeah, because it's like
ting is so
citrusy,
tangy, and whatever. You know what I mean?
Because it's like lemon, grapefruit, orange. It's like all of them.
Yeah. And if it's cold, it's perfect to drink after a shot of something hard. That's like the type of drink I'm talking about.
You know, it just popped in my head.
What?
That Calypso song. Ting ting ting, na 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 ding, ma 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 ding na.
Oh, Faluma ding ding ding, yeah. Na 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 ding, na na na. Look, we're
na 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 na. Get ready for Carabana.
I know that. Yo, Carabana time's coming.
I know, because Carnival just passed in Trinidad.
Yeah, and then 40 days, 40 nights of whatever people are doing. Lent. Happy Lent to people who celebrate Lent. I don't know.
Why do you torture yourself?
I don't do it.
Let me take away something. I'll take away something that I don't like.
What? Vegetables. You know what? I will not eat any vegetables for
No
40
vegetables.
days, 40 nights.
No vegetables.
Yo, yes, we are from Toronto. What up, TikTok Live?
T-I-O.
We are from Toronto. Thank you
Cheers.
for the likes, man. Thank you everybody for the likes.
Cheers.
Cheers to the TikTok Live people that are on right now.
Yeah. We feel like we're in carnival right now with these drinks.
That's another thing. You guys follow our social medias. Go to TikTok. Go to Instagram. Go to X.
Hex.
And do all that stuff. Every time we film the show, we go live on TikTok. So
Yes.
you can jump on a TikTok and you can throw in a question and it helps guide the conversation. You can just comment, and throw in your comment about what we're talking about. It all good. We try to mix as much in as we can from the live. So go check it out.
But who is it?
Who's what?
It's the Jay and Dave Nation.
Oh yeah, that's we start calling. We got our Jay and Dave Nation
That's right.
that comes up on there. What up, Jay and Dave Nation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the likes, yo. There's a guy named Mike Tyson in the house. Is liking it up. Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
yes,
Thank
Mike.
you.
You know?
I would never do that impression in front of him, boy. It'd knock my fucking teeth out.
I would never do that.
Yo, unless I gave him a couple things to burn. We can't say it on TikTok.
Yeah.
But a couple things to burn. And
I would do that.
Then he'd be happy.
No, I would do that and then run.
Yo,
But you know what? He's
might
been
just
training.
catch you.
No, he will catch you.
yeah.
You see him training yet?
Yeah, but yo, he looked good in the training.
Yeah, man. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. imagine one hook to like the fucking
Nope.
liver.
Nope.
Like just the liver. You know those body shots that he puts. You know how he does that step aside body shot?
No.
Imagine taking one of those to your fucking
There's no money
rib
in the world that you could possibly give me
to take
to
one
say
from
to
him?
take a punch from Tyson.
Even if he has the glove on?
No, I don't know.
You just don't want to do it, huh?
No.
You ain't risking the brain damage.
Brain damage, the body, my
the-
organ damage. It's like, what purpose could that really serve me? Here, we're gonna give you money.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's gonna go towards hospital bills.
We don't have
medicine.
hospital bills. There's Canada, bro.
Yeah,
What's
and-
it? What? We don't pay you.
yeah, you do.
When?
You think OHIP is free?
Well, yeah, but we don't pay, like, if you get $1 million, you don't got to drop the whole $1 million to be able to go to the hospital like you do in the States.
No, but
If Mike Tyson ruptured your spleen, you just go in, they fix it or take it out, and then you get better. But your OHIP doesn't raise or whatever. You know
no,
what I mean?
but
Like,
you're making it seem as though when Mike Tyson hits you that you're gonna get better.
we're not talking about getting better.
I know, but
Well, then at least you're leaving your kids in a good spot.
no, you're gonna need all that money for hospital bills, and
There is no hospital bills. What hospital bills?
You pay for OHIP.
Yeah, I know, but you don't need $1 million to pay for OHIP. OHIP just comes out in your taxes.
No. What I'm trying to tell you, David's not understanding that when Mike Tyson punches your ass,
Yeah.
your kidney is gonna be in the back of your neck,
Yeah, but there's no bill for that.
and then you're dead.
Yeah, and then you give
Then you need pain meds.
Yeah, but there's no bill for that either.
Well, if you don't work, then you gotta pay for it.
No,
Yeah, OHIP isn't free. I hope you know that. You pay for it with your job.
no, you pay for it with your taxes.
Right.
You don't pay because listen. There's a place that I know where
Where?
I don't know, but there's many.
There's a place I don't know, but I know.
There's many people who have no job. They're just homeless. They do whatever, but they got their OHIP card, and they're just cruising through, man. It's like you technically pay for your taxes. Technically, those people who don't have jobs, we're kind of paying for it with our taxes. But it's not like the taxes go up and down depending on how much you use. That's not how it works, Like it's the States. That's how it is. If you don't have a job and you don't have insurance,
Yeah.
they won't even treat you.
I know.
Mike Tyson could punch your fucking lung up and it's hanging out your mouth, and they're like, "Do you have insurance?" And you're like, "Huh?" And they're like, "Okay, go wait," and they'll never get to you. And that's in the States, not here. Here you'll get you'll get everything.
Okay,
And it comes out of the broad taxes that everybody pays.
For the fan purposes,
Yeah.
Dave thinks that Mike Tyson's going to punch him and he's just going to heal up normal.
I never said that.
Yeah, that's how you're acting. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to need all that money regardless you got OHIP or not, yo, you're gonna need that money.
No, just die and leave it to the kids.
This guy, exactly.
Yeah, and
that's my point.
And I know my kid is going to be great.
You either gonna be dead
Yeah.
or you're gonna be paying that money for hospital bills.
I don't know what hospital bills you're talking about. We live in Canada, bro.
This guy.
How much have you? No.
Hold on. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. You think that just going to the hospital is gonna fix? Mike Tyson gonna put a hole in you?
Yeah, but you're talking about something different. I'm talking about what you pay when you go.
No, I'm talking about they can't fix you after you hit.
Yeah, but there's still nothing to pay.
Yeah, there is. You're gonna need home care, all that stuff. And if you get home care without assistance, it's like, hey, we're gonna come once a week for 40 minutes, and we're gonna come in here and we're gonna give you a quick fix up, and you're still gonna be in pain.
Yeah,
if you want the real service, you gotta pay the money.
Then you just die and give the kids your money. Just pillow me, bro. Come in and put the pillow and go. Shh. So when my body does this, and you're like, shh.
Instead of using your money to make you better, you're just gonna dead.
Yeah, and leave it for the kids.
There you go. It's easy said.
But
you're gonna die or you're gonna pay.
Listen. You don't pay. There's nothing to pay. Unless if you're talking about specific out of hospital stuff, getting private home care and stuff like that, because we set up. I mean, people.
What do you do?
People set up home care all the time, and
listen,
it goes through.
Yo, my pops had home care. Okay?
Yeah.
And he had nothing.
Yeah.
When the home care they give you when you have nothing is nothing.
Yeah. They send
a nurse, but they don't do shit.
Yeah.
If you really want care, you gotta pay for it. Yeah. Just like
that's if you set it up.
You get the basic. OHIP gives you basic.
Yeah.
Yo, basic isn't taking care of your ass if you really got some problems. Basic is like, yo, we're done.
But they don't.
And it's like, huh?
And they don't like if
you got money.
Yeah.
You got money?
That's they say you gotta go.
Give me money.
Yeah, you gotta go to a private place for those things.
Leche.
No. Pesos for leche.
Pesos for leche.
Pesos. That's the nipple. That's a nipple that he's hitting me with. By the way, go to our Cuba episode. Go back down to the Cuba episode.
People who don't know, I got assaulted.
Pesos for leche. I'm so lucky I didn't see that.
You are lucky.
I'm so lucky. I'm not traumatized.
It's ingrained. I can't even think of that. When I hear leche, it's like I think of this gigantic nipple. Like, leche. Hey. And what was what the worst part about it was?
Pesos for leche.
Is like the child was like feeding.
Yeah.
And then it was like when the child like put his head up to see what was going on.
The child was deep throating the straw.
But
then came off of the whole straw.
But I feel like
and then the straw was just like this to Jay.
Yeah. But the worst part about it was I feel like she was angling it so it was in my face. She kept turning to leche, pesos
for leche. Somebody likes the LeBron.
Yeah. I don't have a Lakers one.
LeBron.